Hello everybody, Tim Norris here, aka GreyElephant.
I'm Carmen Norris.
And welcome to a live play Kickstarter edition by GreyElephant Gaming. What are we playing today?
Today we're playing Fate of Akalon Tribes.
Yes!
By Foursight Games.
Foursight Games. I was going to make sure you said that. Very good. And you did. This game is currently on Kickstarter, and there are a total of 4 tribes. We have the undead, we have the dwarves, we have the ogres, and we have the goody two-shoe elves. And I will be playing this game as the evil, dastardly ogres.
And of course, I am the elves, which is why he has to say goody two-shoes elves.
Yeah, well, you're like all up in your tree making your cookies, and I'm all outside chopping the tree down so I can get at them. That's the way I view this game. So we are going to play this live on camera so you get a great feel on how this works in
real time.
Neon lights. Alright, so just so you know, I have not yet lost a single game of this. So once the camera's on, I'm sure everything will change, right?
I didn't even notice that.
I do. I notice these things.
He notices these things when he wins.
Alright, so we got the game all set up here. The very first thing we're going to do is very simple. It is called a skirmish. This is pretty basic. All we're going to do is turn over the top card of our deck, and whoever has the highest attack value is going to then become the attacker for the game. So, whoop, at the start of the game. I have an attack of 3. Carmen has an attack of 2. Therefore, my card is discarded, and her card is going to go into the cemetery. So let's explain now what's going on. Each of us are going to draw 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Carmen now is going to, well, before she actually draws, she's going to determine who is going to become the attacker and who is going to become the defender at the start of the game. Carmen, do you want to become the attacker or the defender?
I'll be the defender.
She's going to be the defender.
I like being the attacker, but...
So now both of us are going to draw 5 cards off the top of our deck. And what we're going to do is we're going to put them in these little holders. Now, these little holders don't come with the game, per se. These are from another game, but they're going to make it great for our live play. So what I'm going to do is choose one of these cards to place down and then follow the text on the card, and then that's going to determine my attack value. And then she is going to try to play a card to try to defend against that. Whoever has the highest attack or defense is going to then win that battle. The defeated player will then put their cards into their cemetery. The attacker or whoever wins gets to put their cards in the discard. And then the game is going to end when one player has 30 points worth of attack in their cemetery. So for instance, this card right here, if you notice up in this corner, is a 2-value card. So Carmen already has started the game.
I'm losing.
Yeah, she's already got 2 points of cemetery value. I need to get 28 more value for her. So I am the attacker, so what I'm going to do is take the camera and I'll show you my cards and I will plan my assault. Alright, so here's some of my cards, and I tell you, I really like the artwork in this. So if you notice, up here will be the attack value. This is the description of the card. Illustrations. And then down here will be a description of, like, special abilities this card would give you. So for instance, this one here would let me play another card from my hand. So this one's got a higher attack value. Now some of them will say attack, and what that means, this, if I play this while I'm attacking, not while defending, I will get this bonus, but only if I'm the attacker. So if you notice, some of them are a little weaker, but they could possibly combo by giving you special abilities with some of the other cards. Some of them are very strong, no abilities. Once again, I love the artwork on that one. And I think we're going to start off with this one, though. So I am going to play a club. So my club has a 3 attack value, but because I played it during the attack, so because I am the attacker, not the defender, I get a bonus 2. So 5 attack coming at you.
He has a 5 attack. Now, I need to defend this. If I play a card with a defense value of 5, I believe we both would put our cards in the graveyard.
Yes.
So I don't want to do that.
Into the graveyard.
I have this card that has a special ability, but I don't know. I don't know if I want to use that yet. I'm going to play this card so that I can try to get caught up.
Discard.
Commander. So let me go.
Is the commander going commando?
You must draw or discard a card when I play this. So I'm going to discard that one right there.
Not too shabby. All right, so if you bring it over here, so with her commander has a 6 attack, I only have a 5 attack, that means she won this battle.
Yes.
So her card is going to go in her discard. my card is going to go into my cemetery. So now I have 3 value of attack in my cemetery. So now I'm losing the game.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry. I was on my cemetery.
Yeah, that's
there you
all
go.
right.
There's
So,
your 3 in your cemetery.
there we go. So now Carmen becomes the attacker. So what she's going to do, she doesn't draw any cards until she runs out of cards in her hand. So she's going to choose a card now to become the attack with. The attacker.
Okay, I will choose this card.
Okay.
Swordsman. You may discard a card of value 3 or higher to draw a card. Do I want to do that? Let's see. Why not? We'll do this one. We'll see what else I get. This is interesting. This is
Oh, wow, that was a
exciting.
5 attack you got rid of?
Yep. All right, now it's your turn to try to defend.
I cannot believe you got rid of a 5 card value card. All right, so I am going to play my spear, and this says that you may play another card, so we'll put that down. That's a 2 attack, and I will combo that with my berserker, who is a 5 attack. So that puts me at 7 attack. That is better than your 5, which means both my cards will go into the discard. Hers will go into the cemetery, which means now she's got 7 points in her cemetery, and now I become the attacker. I'm just going to play a simple little goblin, and he will have 1 attack from up here, and then if you notice, if he is the attacker, he gets +1. So I will have 2 attack coming at you. Defend that, woman!
All right, so he's got an attack of 2. I have 2 cards I could play. I think I will play this one. And the reason is this one's not going to do me any good. If you know, when we draw up cards, it has to be like after the entire skirmish part is over.
Well, the battle.
The battle. It's after the battle is over. So this isn't going to do me any good if it's the last card in my hand.
Oh, that's your scout thing.
So I'm going to play this one. You may discard a card from your hand if you do draw a card. So I'll play this.
And then you're going to get rid of the
That
scout.
is a 5. So I've won the battle. I'm going to discard this archer, actually.
Archer.
It's you may play another card, which does me no good if it's the last card in my hand. And then I get to draw a new card. And, oh yeah, that's exciting. That's the best card ever.
Well, you still won the battle.
I won the battle. So this goes into my discard.
And this goes into my
And
defeated pile. So
Tim's
now...
cemetery just got larger.
Yeah. So now you are the attacker. So
I am
you
now
got one
the attacker.
card.
I have 1 card. This is a big bad card. Look at the top card of your deck, replace it or discard it. So there you go.
A seer.
You can defeat that. Go for it.
Oh my gosh.
Let's see. Do I want to keep this or discard it? I think I'll discard this one. That is nice.
You know what stinks?
Yeah.
My ogre just like... I mean, what a waste of my good ogre.
Wow.
So I...
So he gets to put 1 in my cemetery with his ogre, which was the last card in his
I
hand.
still get to become the attacker, though.
That's the
Thank
way
you very
this game
much.
works. Ha ha ha.
So what we do now is whenever you run out of your cards in your hand, you get to reinforce. And that means you draw 5 new cards. Carmen ran out at the same time as I did, so we both get to draw 5 new cards. Yeah, that actually has never happened to us before because her elves are real good about cycling through their deck, and my guys are just big and bad and stomping.
I like cycling through my deck.
You haven't beaten me yet with those elves, though, just so you know.
I have 2.
You have not.
Yes, I have a selective memory, and I just know it.
I know you do have a selective memory. Let's see. So these are all really good ones. Okay, this one's good for defense. Hang on to that one for that. So let's see. I'm going to go with a berserker. So it says +1 attack for each opposing card on the battlefield beyond the first. So he's already got a 5 attack. Her first card will not do anything, but if she plays a second card, then he'll be in a 6 attack. So we'll see what she comes up with now.
Got a 5 attack that I have to defend against, and really any of these cards would work. I mean, you see, this one would possibly work because you know I never know what's going to happen. This one could possibly work. Okay, well that one's not going to work. But
this one could work. This one, no, you wouldn't.
This one could work, but he gets more attack each card I play, so I don't think that's really a great idea. So I think I'll just play this one. We'll just get this over with.
Oh boy, that's
Bum,
your wizard.
bum.
Yep. So that's 7 attack to my 5, so she defeated him.
5
So
goes into his
I
graveyard.
am at 9 in my cemetery now, and she is at 5, 6, 7, 8. And now you are the attacker.
And now I am the attacker. Let's see, what should I use this time? I will use my scout. We'll see what he's got.
So, okay, so after all the cards are played, you may discard Scout and play again. So that's just a 2 attack. So you would have to discard the Scout. Man, oh man, oh man. Alright, I will go Hobgoblin.
Yeah?
And that gives me a 3 attack. It says I can, if I wanted to, discard a card.
To get... Wait.
No,
Oh,
just
I
like
see,
if
you
I
just
wanted to,
can't.
like, yeah,
All right.
be able to try to
You
reinforce.
have a 3 attack. I have a 2. After all cards are played, you may discard Scout and play again. So now I can discard Scout.
Yeah, and then you could put a new card out.
Put a new card out. Let's see. You've got a 3 attack.
Yes.
Well, I think I'll go with this one. We'll see what happens.
Okay, well, I mean, all you gotta do is just try to beat 3.
Reveal the top 2 cards from your deck. If able, play 1 card and discard those not played. So let's see what I
Okay.
get.
Well, that could be... Well, either one of those could win when you...
Oh, look at that.
If defeated, you may discard a card. If you may draw a card if you discard a card. Oh, well, if you got a crappy card in your hand, you can use the Hunter now to get rid of it.
Let's do the Hunter.
Okay, so now you may...
This just gets discarded because I didn't play it now.
You
I'm
may
going to
discard a
discard
card.
this Hunter. And then I get to draw a new one, right?
Yeah.
All right.
And
let's
then
see.
your 4 attack is better than my 3, so I will once again lose.
And
those
this
will
goes
go in
into
your
my discard
And
pile.
you remain the attacker still.
I am the attacker.
Yeah, you're killing me this
Woo!
game. It's the first
Look
time.
at me.
Look at me.
I will play my archer.
All right, what's he say?
You may play another card.
All right.
And now I will play my scout because that's the only card I have left.
So that will be... Okay, so that'll be 4 attack
It's
then?
4 attack. My scout says after all cards
you
are
don't have any
played,
more cards.
you may discard scout and play again. But correct, I have no cards. I am not allowed to draw up till after this battle. So.
Okay, so... All right, she's only got 4, so I'm thinking she's got to get some stuff in her cemetery. So I will berserk you with my 5, better than your 4, so he'll go and discard, and those will all go in your cemetery. So what's your cemetery count at now?
12. I'm going to put
Okay,
this over here.
and-
I like to keep it in little stacks of 10, so it's
Yeah,
easy
me
to
too.
figure out.
And I'm 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 as well. So, all right, so I am the attacker now. I am going to play the Hobgoblin. It
And
says...
I am drawing up.
She's reinforcing.
Yes.
And the Hobgoblin has 3 attack. It says you may discard a card. But because I'm playing him on the attack phase, he's a 4 attack. I think I will discard a card. And I'm going to discard this Kobold. And that'll allow me then to reinforce at the end of this attack phase.
Okay, well that's simple enough. I'll just play this, which has a 5 attack. And it says I may discard a card of value 3 or higher to draw a card, but I just don't want to. So there you go.
So I'll put him over here in my cemetery. And now I get to reinforce. And you are the attacker
And
now.
I am the attacker. What am I going to attack with? I think I will attack with...
My goodness.
Yeah, this is kind of a difficult decision. If I attack with a high card, you know what happens is that he knows what's happening. He's the defender, and then that high card ends up in my cemetery.
Not always.
That's
Not
what
always.
happens. I think, well, yeah, that's not going to do me any good either. So I will play the swordsman.
Okay, so what's he do again?
He says I can discard a card of value 3 or higher to draw a card. I don't know why I'd want to do that. So
Well, I could play this guy, but I'm going to wait on that one. I'm going to go with my Kobold. So the Kobold says, if defeated, you may choose yourself to be the attacker next battle. So, yeah, you defeated my Kobold. Yay for
Okay.
you. He had 0, so he doesn't really cost me anything.
this goes
and
in my discard.
yes, and now she's got 3 cards. I'm going to become the attacker now because I've got cards that are a little stronger for the attack this time. So I'm I'm going to go right off the bat with a goblin. He's only a 1 attack, but he does say you may play a goblin or hobgoblin, and he's got +1 attack. So he's a 2 attack. Now I'm going to play a hobgoblin with him, who says you may discard a card, plus he's got 1 attack. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 total attack, and I could, if I wanted to, discard a card. I think I will. I'm going to discard this one right here.
You can see by my cards, what is your attack value?
6 total.
His attack value is a 6, but if you look at his cards, it's only an actual 4 that would get put in his cemetery if I win this battle.
Exactly.
So I'm going to keep that in mind when I look at my cards, whether I can defeat him, whether I want to defeat him or not. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to play my Seer, which is a 1. So I just lost this battle. Congratulations. I'm going to put this 1 over in my cemetery. And then I'm going to look at the top card of my deck. And then I get to keep it or I get to discard it. I think I'll discard that one.
Okay.
And so this
And now
goes in my
I'm still the
cemetery.
attack guy. All right, got 1 card. Real simple. My explosives expert. So let's just see how clever she wants to get with this. Because if she plays anything cute, I can blow up the entire battlefield and destroy myself and all of her cards. So 4 attack coming at you.
Well, he is awfully cute. I don't think I want to get him blown up, so I will play this one.
What do you got?
It says, you may play another card, but I don't have to. So there you go. You just blew me up, I guess.
No, I did not.
No?
I won the battle. I don't have to.
You
It
won
says,
the battle.
After
Okay.
all cards, you may choose all
You
cards.
may. Oh, I see. You
so
may.
if you do not decide you want to play another card and just...
So if I had played this card right here, he would have blown himself and me up.
So she's
and then
got
we would
another
all
wizard in
end
her
up
hand.
in the cemetery.
So I'm going to put this guy over here. You put him in your cemetery. What's your cemetery count?
15.
And so am I. So now I get to reinforce, though.
You don't know that I have a wizard, though.
I'm pretty confident.
Well, you see,
You got
as
2.
Tim is reinforcing, I will explain that he was a 4 with that explosive expert. So
True.
I have lots of cards that are value of 5.
Okay, so it may not be her wizard. Man. So what do I do here? Do I go with this one or do I go with this one? See, this one works mainly for attack. Because if I use it for defense, its value goes down. If she may not have the wizard. Okay, bam, 6 attack coming at you.
We're off to see the wizard,
hate
the
you
wonderful
so
Wizard of
much.
Elves.
All right. So that put me at 21
graveyard.
now.
Woo!
Look at that graveyard.
All right. Go over here. And now I get to reinforce.
Yes.
Okay, I had to reinforce, and I also went through my entire deck, so I had to shuffle, so I have a new draw pile.
You got both your stupid wizards back.
Let's see. I am the attacker, and I think I will go with this one. Well, let's see. I'll go with this one. The Sylvan. So if she ends up in the cemetery, I will draw 1 extra card during reinforcement.
So you got a 3 attack? Alright, so I'll use Berserker, 5 attacks. So that'll kill yours, and I think that puts you at 18 to my 21 now. Alright, so I'm going to play Goblin, which says you may play a Goblin or Hobgoblin. And plus he gives an attack +1, and then I'll play a second one. So I have an attack 4 coming at you.
I have a decision to make. If I play this card, that could really benefit me because you just take a look at my hand here. This card could possibly work for me this time. I'm gonna go with this one.
Okay, so that's 3. So if defeated, you may discard your hand.
Yes.
Alright, so you are defeated.
I am defeated, so I will discard my entire hand.
Okay.
And then this one goes into my graveyard.
And that will also allow you then, because this one here is in your cemetery, you get to draw 1 extra. So you get to draw 6 of them now.
All right, and we are 21 to 21, aren't we?
Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
We're right at neck and neck. So Carmen gets to reinforce. Well, this is all I got left, so this is going to be real simple. It's going to give her an easy decision as well. Kobold power! I'm attacking with 0.
Nice. Well, that's convenient because I get to use this card now because he's a pain in
seer.
the butt. I don't like him. So I have a 1.
Yeah.
And now I get to look at
The
top card of my deck.
Mhm.
And I get to keep it or discard it. I'll discard it.
Okay, so my Kobold will go into my cemetery. And he does say that if defeated, choose yourself to be the attacker. That I may. So he goes your discard.
I'm at 22.
I will be the defender.
You will be the defender. Oh my. Let's see. What am I going to attack with?
So now I will reinforce.
This is scary. He's reinforcing.
And we're both at 21, so...
Okay, I'm going to just try my darndest to win this. I'm going to play my archer. You may play another card.
All right.
I will play my wizard.
Holy moly.
9
so
coming at ya.
9. Man, 9 attack. Oof. After all cards are played, you may play a card. I don't know if I want to go... Well, I could do that one. But she's got 9 attack. I could do a combo. Ooh, that's not bad either. You realize if I play this right, you just lost the game, right?
Because I'm at 22, right?
You're at 21, right? I thought you were at 21. Count up your cemetery real quick.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's 6. Yeah, I'm at 12 over here, so I'm 22.
Okay. So you're 22.
Uh-huh.
And I am 9, 10. I'm 21. So you're 22 to my 21.
Yeah, so if 9 points go in my graveyard, 9 points are out, and if they go into my graveyard, I lose, which wasn't very smart
So
of
if
me.
I wanted to, I could play this, blow the crap out of both of us,
and win the game.
and win the game. Or I could be a little bit more cute, and I could go with the chieftain here. After all cards are played, you may play a card from your discard pile. After the battle, put the card in your cemetery. So I could go spear. You may play another card. Play chieftain. That put me at 7, and then just pull a 3 value out of here. But it doesn't matter. I don't have to get cute. I can just flat out do this.
Oh, I was about to get cute with a swordsman.
And guess what? I just blow us all up.
We all died.
And so that would put me, what was I, 26 then? And you're right at 30. So basically after the battle, we would determine to assess to see if somebody has hit 30 in their cemetery. Once somebody does, the other player is deemed the winner. So
I believe I'm at 31.
good game. Woo! You have me nervous. I think you know, that explosives expert I have, he is my trump card. In that deck of ogres, he is the one card.
It was that one turn that lost me the game. I mean, if I would have thought about that
You
explosive
should have kept that
expert.
wizard as your ace in the hole like you did last time.
Right.
And I think by showing him so early, that just played directly into my hand. But I don't think you necessarily expected that either, so obviously.
Obviously, I forgot that you could just blow everything.
Yeah, I can blow it all to heck. So we hope you guys liked what you saw. Now what we're going to do, we're going to talk a little bit about each one of the factions. Obviously you saw the ogres and the elves. Ogres are good about attack, but they're also good about doing other little mischievous things, as what you saw with the explosive expert. So when I'm playing his defense, I could say, yeah, okay, you're looking pretty powerful out there. Why don't we just blow everything up? They don't mind sacrificing themselves for the greater cause. The same with the Kobold. What I like about the Kobold is he's a 0 value on attack or defense. He's not going to do nothing for you. But what he's great is he's like a shield. I see that you put out, say, like 9 attack. I can't defeat that. Maybe I don't have my explosive expert. I just toss out the Kobold. I say, fine, take that. You know, you've got more attack.
And you just lost nothing.
I lost nothing.
Yeah.
But at least then it gives me the choice, too. Maybe I do have good cards in my hand still. I just couldn't beat what you had on the battlefield.
Right.
Then I could decide, maybe I want to be the attacker now. So I love the way that the ogres play. Very powerful unit. Now, how about the elves?
Well, I would say with the elves, their strength is that you can cycle through the deck very quickly. You get a choice of drawing or discarding cards with a lot of cards. A lot of times I have even passed up that choice, but generally if I can cycle through my deck quickly, I can get my more powerful cards back in my hand. I think that was another mistake I made in the game, was that I actually passed up the opportunity to draw or discard cards because
Yeah.
it says you may, and I was like, I don't think I'm going to do it this time.
But that gets your wizards back in your hand.
Exactly. That gets your wizards and other powerful cards back in your hand.
Swordsman.
I enjoy the fact that I can play a card and then I can play another card. And then the scout is awesome because you get to choose what cards to play after you've seen what the defender's going to play.
Yeah.
So that, I think, is my favorite elf card right there, is the scout.
Yeah. And then the two factions that you didn't see are the undead and
The dwarves.
the dwarves. And we're going to talk a little bit about them. Now, the reason we did not display these guys in the video is because the artwork's not 100% finished on them when this game was sent to us. Now, mind you, it could be finished up now, but during this videoing, it was not finished. And we wanted to show the game in its true light as much as we could with the finished artwork. So anyways, the undead. Let's talk a little bit about them. The undead work exactly as you would probably expect. They are great from working from the cemetery. They're going to be bringing creatures back from the cemetery into play. They're going to be bringing them from the cemetery into their discard. They're going to be putting creatures into their cemetery. And they're also going to work off your opponent's cemetery by increasing their attack value based upon same characters that are like in your opponent's cemetery. So like if you got like 2 scouts, I can increase the attack of certain creatures that I come at you with based upon how many of the like same name characters you have. They can also force your opponent to discard cards, which is something that we didn't necessarily see in the game we just played.
Dwarves sound kind of similar
Similar
in a lot of
agree.
ways. Yeah, dwarves are really high on defense. They have a lot of cards that actually give you extra defense if you're playing the card as the defender rather than the attacker. And they also have cards that allow you to draw more cards. There's quite a few of those. And then there's cards that make your opponent discard cards. You can also choose to make your opponent discard all of the battlefield cards they put out, other than one. And then there's another one that makes them discard all of them.
Yeah.
So the defense is just really out.
Well, it's as you would expect. Armored dwarves, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
High on defense.
And then there are some cards that allow you to move things around. Like you can switch out your discard pile for your cemetery. You know, a couple of cards, something like that. I'm not really sure why dwarves would do that, but they do.
Ancestor worship. That's So we hope you guys like what you saw, and if you did, then you can follow this link here. It'll take you directly to the Kickstarter, and you can try to pledge for yourself or check out the pricing and such like that. But at the moment, we do have the 4 tribes here. We got the ogres, the undead, the dwarves, and the
elves.
goody two-shoe
Yes.
loser
My
elves
elves.
that she has yet to ever defeat me
I've
with,
never
mind you.
won with them.
She's never won
But I
with
still
them.
enjoy the game. It's crazy.
So go check that out, and as usual, we appreciate you watching. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.